Hey there, this is Hilton here with Yellow Sky Actions, and today we're going to talk about, we're going to do a tutorial on how to give an image those earthy tones that you're looking for. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the big bundle set for CS3 to CS5 in this tutorial. So when we're in Photoshop, I've got an image here, and the first step we're going to do is we're going to go to the Essential set, and we're going to click on one of my favorite actions, It's Time to Shine. Takes a few seconds to load. Okay. So what we're going to do, the reason why I love these actions is because you can go within each layer and you can tweak each action, and you can tweak each layer to really make it your own and brand your own. Give it your own style. So we're going to go into this It's Time to Shine action, and we're going to go to the layer, the fourth layer down, the Shine Sharp. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on it, and we're going to drop the opacity around 50% right there. Now, as you notice, it's significantly brightened the image, and it's really brought the sharpness. It's really made these subjects sharper. And that's what we did. We dropped it down to kind of just give it just a little bit. And now what we're going to do is we're going to click on this layer mask on the sharp layer, and we're going to make sure that this foreground is black right here. We're going to go to the brush tool. We're going to click that. Make sure the brush opacity is around 50%. And what we're going to do is we're just going to brush off the sharp in the background because we really don't need the sharp there. So we're going to brush it off. And the reason why we're doing this is because we want this subject right here to really pop out at us because it is the focal point. So we're going to brush that off, take it off the flowers a little bit. Next step we're going to do is we're going to click off this sharp layer, and we're going to go back up to It's Time to Shine, the full layer. And it's a little bright right now, so we're just going to take it down a little bit, bring back those tones and those details in the subject's face. And so I would say drop it around 75–80%. 78% is perfect. Okay? Now we're going to go back down to the sharp layer, and we're going to click it on. Next step, we're going to go to the color set, and we're going to click it on an action called Pale Rouge. And this action, it really gives a warmth to the image, but it is a little over the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop that action down to around 70%, and then we're going to go inside this action again, like we did with the It's Time to Shine, and we're going to really tweak these layers. So we're going to go into Curve It, and we're going to drop it down around 50%. Perfect. Next, we're going to go into the levels layer, and we're going to drop it around, you can play with it a little bit, but I'd say around 60% is ideal. Alright, we're almost there. So the last step is we're going to go to an action called Vintage Instant Photo, which is also in the color set. Click it. Now it gives it that vintage feel, but that's not really what we're going for this tutorial. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop this action down to around 15%. Just a little bit. Just give it a little touch of that vintage. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click on this layer mask right here. We're going to make sure this foreground's black again. And we're going to go over to the brush tool, and we're going to click it. And we're going to make sure that the brush opacity is once again 50%. And what we're doing here is we're going to brush off the vintage on the skin tones. We're going to bring those skin tones back that the Pale Rouge created for us. So we're going to brush it off just a little bit. Now it doesn't look like it's doing much because we have the Vintage Instant at only 15%. But it is. It's just a little bit goes a long way. So we're going to take it off this guy right here. Alright. That's it. So that's really giving an earthy tone to an image, an earthy feel, and it really is. It's creamy, isn't it? So I love it. So we're going to go to the history and we're going to show what it looked like before. So here's the before and then the after. And then once again, the before and the after. Yep, that about does it, guys. So again, thanks for listening, and we'll have more tutorials to come.